National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Rams of St. Louis taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Play action. It's Warner. And that is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Corralled right around the 34. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go right back to the ground with Dickerson. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. You look at this Colt defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Warner to throw. And that one's complete to Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. And they'll let Kupp run on the end around. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. This defense for the Colts, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Warner. And this pass broken up. And the contact well in time there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on 4th down. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. first down is Manning. Open man downfield is Hilton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this is an offense that's #1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
Is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Colts at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. That ball caught by Harrison. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Manning. And his throw here is incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Manning to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Manning. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game in the cup. Tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Here's James. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, that is a confidence builder and a trust builder on both sides. And what I mean by that is coaching staff putting together a game plan, players executing it. Now both of them are in sync.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On the ground, it's James. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 7.
They run it with James. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year.
As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the offense. The lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. And still fighting. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
26 yards. First down, Rams.
Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw, Warner. Flush. Now Warner's hit, and he loses it.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. Throw left side complete. That's Harrison. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 30.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Manning.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. On 1st down, Manning.
Throws the out route, and he finds Hilton.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
To throw, it's Manning. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped him.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Again, they'll throw with Manning.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but well, you finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And Kupp going to pick up a Rams first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49.
Now Warner.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look in the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Manning now throwing quickly to the flat. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Manning on third down. Looking left side of him, he's got a man. That's James. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Manning to throw for it on fourth.
He's got his target. That's complete.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Manning. He's got Harrison left side complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now Manning. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Right down the middle. And the round is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Warner. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown! A big play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Rams are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Manning now on first down. This is caught by Hilton. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
That's good for our Colts. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. One final try now for Manning. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
Oh, and that is incomplete.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. James. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Manning on the bootleg. And that's That's off the mark, incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Manning going to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now a first down throw. Warner getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Warner to throw.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
Warner from the gun. It's complete. He finds Falk here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Warner. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Holt. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. To throw, Warner. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Touchdown, Rams!
Cooper Kupp,
42 yards.
and the Rams get a bit closer.
So the call is made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From midfield, here's Manning. Looking for the crossing receiver. He's got him. This is Hilton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Four yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Now Manning. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try again. And he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuffed behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Manning. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try to do it again.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Play action. It's Warner. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Out of the gun, here's Warner. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Warner. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw on 2nd down, Warner. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Warner.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 3rd down, Warner. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's James. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that field.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went wrong. It didn't happen.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Manning going to throw here. Touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Colts are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Now the